Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. This is more of an update video because I had been doing things and not videoing it. The reason being is because I'm slowly, the one project was slowly been finding and digging through the shit. Oh, here's a part, bolted on. We'll get to that part in a minute. I managed, I don't know if I've mentioned this in one of my previous videos, but I know at one of my previous videos I mentioned that me and my wife were going to see my parents the weekend before last. Wait, I'm going to think about this. Weekend is September the 12th, 13th, 14th, I think. And I managed to locate 3 of these. These are the Briggs & Stratton 3.5 and up to 5 horsepower. Might be, I don't know if the 5s have it, I don't remember. Well, carburetor and gas tank. So now that was 3, and I had 2 here. Well, apparently I was able to save 2. I got 2 that are fully rebuilt, ready to go. This one's kind of questionable. I mean, it does, it does prime and shoot. It's actually getting better now. The more you use it, the better it gets. I have not tested that one yet. I was using the Murray to test it. I didn't test that one. The other 2 ended up being completely junk. Well, they're junk now because I had the raw parts out of it to fix this one. The third one might be good. I didn't rebuild it. I just changed the tank that it was on because I didn't like it because it was, I don't know if I did a video on that. And I had a lot of snappers back years ago, and I know there's some on this channel, and I needed a white gas tank for once. I painted it white. Well, the carburetors, I took off the white tank and put it on another one, since the carburetor on this tank was bad. So, and this is what I have been working on slowly for the last 2 weeks now. The reason being why I didn't do videos on rebuilding these is because I've never succeeded at doing it before. So I got a Word document on my computer in the house on how to do it. That way, because I'm not going to do these very often. And, well, my toolbox was locked, but I bought 10, hold on, my brain think a minute. Gaskets and diaphragms for these carburetors. The only thing they didn't come with was a little screen, which I got 2 extra ones in here, and it didn't come with the spring, which you really don't need those as long as they come off and they're clean. I've used a whole bottle of brakes parts cleaner. That's why I didn't do a video on it, because it was something I've never done, and I needed my phone for, for watching YouTube. There's the other thing I'm working on right there. That carburetor and gas tank's the one that I was just talking about. I need to pull that off. And there's one sitting there. The other one already tested. I gotta get those 2 and pop them on that and see if it runs. I might do a video on that. This is just an update video. You can see the dumpster. Update on the little trailer. It's gutted. That's why the last video of the little trailer walkthrough is the last time, because it's done. I'm more likely no more videos on that. But yeah, that's where we're at now. Saying there might be more videos on that engine if we have problems. I don't know, but the gas tank, if you pause it, and the one that's closest to the door with the red ring around the primer bulb, I got that on there for a reason. That one is the first one I rebuilt and I succeeded. That one's going to the shop. It's going on the weed eater mower. And I was going to do it today, but so it's rain. That's why we're not testing anything. I'm just out here putting things away for the winter. If that does not fix the problem, because there's, maybe y'all can comment down below and tell me what else I can check before I go ahead and well, I'll mention that in a minute. It runs fine for the first, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes in the mowing. But you start going in the, I had to go into the, the ditch. I'd go in and then back out. And then when it does that, it runs like it's out of gas, but it doesn't quit. It doesn't chug any smoke when it does that. It kind of acts like it got the choke on. There is no choke. And when I get on the opposite side, then it just runs like total crap. I tried revving it up, putting my hand over the carburetor, choking it, and then letting it bog down and rev it up, and I tried that. I changed, well, you've seen in my previous videos, we swapped carburetor and gas tanks off the Murray. So the Murray's gas tank carburetor, 100% flawless. Yeah, granted, the one I put on it might be a little worse, but it ran good with it. I changed the gas tank carburetor, changed the spark plug coil, and I even tightened the emissions tube. My first other thought maybe the muffler, but it's not that. So this is the plan. If that does not work, we're gonna pull the carburetor and gas tank I put on this. This has got to come off anyways because I got to see if it's good. We're gonna pull that off, and then unfortunately this is gonna have to. I have a top. I don't know where it's at, but it does not fit this because of the governor arm here. So basically, what's keeping this from running is I don't have a spring. There's a spring for the throttle and the governor missing. I can't put the top on because this isn't right. There's only two parts. I mean, I know this is loose. I have the, the screws for that. I have the spring that goes in the back for the brake. I got all that together. Found the screw, got this on. So I've been slowly finding parts and pieces and piecing it back together. It's going to need an oil change. Might have to do something figuring this out here. This sink don't work properly. And then when I first got this motor, I broke a bolt off. If I end up doing it, that's getting fixed. So there might be a chance the Murray might end up having to go to the shop. Maybe. Probably not. Now, if I have to do this motor swap, the weed eater's going to come home. And I'll go ahead and strip it down. Get all the parts off of it that I need for this. And that means this is going to have to go to the shop. Get that bolt out. So you can fix it. I won't make this right because I only got a Pontiac G6. And it's getting harder and harder for me to transport these. Because, well, for one, I got to keep a bunch of tools in the trunk. And then two, I'm putting an amp subwoofer in. Here's the top. I mean, I could make this top work. Push it down here. Sorry about the lighting. I don't have my light in here. But anyways, this is there's supposed to be a cutout here, and this doesn't have it. So, plus this is broken here, and that's broken. I mean, it's still a good top. I mean, it still could be used. It's from 2010, 14 years old. So that's why I can't use the top. It's made for the... Now, if the top is wrong on the other one, I'll just change the vane. Plus, it doesn't even feel like it's really working right anyway. I'll put the correct vane on it. And that's an update on that. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. Besides the trailer getting gutted, I'm rebuilding carburetors and gas tanks for mowers without doing videos on it because I have my reason on that. And the reason why I say I don't want to do a video every time I'm going to put a part on this. The last time this motor was ran was 2 years ago. 2 years ago when I had it on the, was the original motor that I originally put on the Toro. No? Yeah, the Toro. I should have hung on to that. We got rid of the Toro because I ended up getting this Murray. Still looking for parts. I'm looking to either get rid of the wheel adjusters or replacing the one that's broken. Because the two back wheels, I got rid of the wheel adjusters. One's completely broken. The other one's good. I think it's actually in the stove. The broken one's in the tote on the front porch. So I want to get all the correct nuts and bolts and bypass, get rid of them, or find a mower that has them in good shape. I'd like to find the side discharge guard and spring and make that completely, everything, make that work. And the guard for that. My best bet is to find another deck that says Murray on it. The original motor was a 4 horsepower. That was on that made that diesel. The reason why I changed motors because I could never get that to run right. But now that I have these carburetor and gas tanks, now I could have made it right and I could have original motor. But I had a Murray motor that was off of a Murray, even though it says 3.5, not 4. I mean, basically the same thing. And I didn't even have the top wasn't correct on that, anyways. I'm into making things perfect for some reason. I guess it's part of my disability. I don't know. He said we're out here getting things, putting summer things away, and then we're going to start getting our fall and Halloween stuff out soon. So I'm preparing the yard for that. And so that's it. That's about it. We got some, I think, 3 electronic videos coming up. Update on one. Oh no, an update on another one. And then we got another piece of 2 other pieces. So we got 4 electronic videos coming up, and just don't know when they're gonna get. They're not even filmed yet. And, then if I end up doing an engine swap, there'll be a video on that, because I just gotta gather. First, I gotta gather all the parts. Gotta get this engine bolt fixed on this. That probably won't happen. Let's see. Well, it's supposed to rain all week this week, so grass may not get done until next week. It might be next week or the following week. next week. So we'll see. If it wasn't going to rain, I would just bring it over here, fix it, and test it here. But unfortunately, I don't want to bring something here when I could just take, like 2 bolts in the spring and pop that on, and it's done, and it's 100% fixed. I'll just test it there. Like I said, if it doesn't fix it, then we'll bring it home. So, comment down below on what you think I could do with this engine, not this here, with the one on the weed eater. Like I said, it does not like going up and down in the ditch. And I like you said, I put a good carburetor and gas tank off my Murray, put it on, but the one that I put on my Murray is actually better. And it solved the, I changed the coil plug, tightened a few things, cleaned a few things. It solved, I got 2 cuttings out of it. When I did the third one, after the second one, that's when it started acting like crap. And then it's going through gas. I usually use less than a tank. I'm using a tank and a quarter with running like that. And there's loss of power. I mean, it just bogs down so bad at times that it's not keeping up. I'm having to, I'm mowing the grass. I'm having to stand in one spot for almost 3 minutes, letting the grass get chopped up. It's got a new blade on it. Was put on last year. Waiting for the grass to get chopped up and the motor to spin back up. I mean, it's running at a low RPM almost to where it's going to stall. Now, like I said, I even revved that thing up, ran the piss out of it. Revving it up, it fixes the problem for a small amount of time. It could be a heating issue, but I won't know what's getting hot. Because I don't think it's the coil. The coil off of it's actually, I think this is it on this engine. I changed the plug. And the same plug that's in it is in the Murray, which might end up going into this motor once it's built at some point. So comment down below if you think you might know the thought or something to try. I mean, I'm thinking maybe it could be the gasket for the intake. That's the only thing I can think of. The air filters even knew it. Yeah, I clean that every time when I mow, or every other time. The Murray gets done every time I mow because it gets filthy. But yeah, comment down below your thoughts. Because if it don't happen, if it don't get fixed soon, that engine's gonna come off. Excuse the hand. And then that's going on it. I got one other spare motor that carburetor came off. I got in the storage. It's old. It does not have the brake on it. It shuts off by throttle. It's got the weird starting thing on the side. It's not on the top like that. So it's old. I'm actually saving that motor. That motor is actually for another mower that I have in storage. I have a couple other mowers that are, not here. So I'm just going to include this video. And as you can see, this is why I'm not really working on anything. Because it's supposed to rain within the hour. There's rain on the radar. I don't want to get in and make a mess and have to clean it up quick. But I've been working in the shed anyway. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for other videos. Thank you for watching. If you have a comment, please leave one. Thanks for watching.